yourself like it's no wood. So those are like 3 or 4 examples in that one verse right there. You understand? So Esau, the scripture is telling you, you can't magnify yourself against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. He created you. He created you. He created you for the day of what? A day of evil. We're going to bring it out. Proverbs, I think 16 verse 4, right? Proverbs 16 verse 4. Can somebody bring that out? You was created for the day of evil.
Proverbs 16
you understand?
verse 4.
And we're going to prove it. Give me Romans 9 real quick.
Proverbs 16 verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself.
And say what?
Yahweh hath made all things for himself.
Come on.
Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. When we tell church coons out here, Esau is the damn devil, Esau is the wicked, that's the scripture to back that up. He was created for the day of evil. You understand? For us to be great judges in the kingdom of heaven, we got to know the bad and the good. Good and evil. We're going to have to know good and evil because we're going to be the judges of the earth. You understand? So we have to know both sides. Alright, it really goes back to what? Genesis 1, 2, and 3. It goes back to that.
Even in Exodus, because God had a Pharaoh on his head. So God could have exalted himself, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Show his powers and show his wonderful works. You understand? In order to hand he had to hand Pharaoh hand. You understand what I should to see the hand of the Lord, how great and powerful the Lord is. You understand what I should these things that does take place. That's what Satan and all these other wicked was created. Even Donald Trump, all of them created for these wickedness.
Yeah.
You understand what I should
Done.
They were created for
I got one more
purpose.
Yes. Yeah, I should have to cut you off, Asher. Yeah. Got one scripture there. One on. Yeah. Bring out Luke, then Malak will take over. Go ahead, brother.
This Romans 9 verse 10.
Go ahead.
Not only this, but when Rebecca also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
Yeah, so Jacob and Esau and Jacob, they didn't do no good or evil. They didn't do no good or evil. You understand? Go ahead, bro.
That the purpose of the Most High according to the election might stand.
That the purpose, according to the election, might stand. Just like when you playing cowboys in India, you know, when you was a young child, right? At that time, the Indians was bad, the cowboys was good. But really, truly, as you get older in this truth, really the cowboy was evil and the native was good.
That's right.
You understand? But when we were small, the natives was the bad guy.
Yeah,
And the cowboys was good.
Yeah.
John Wayne, Uncle could testify to that. When Uncle used to watch John Wayne, John Wayne in his eyes at that time was a good man.
Good man.
And the natives was evil. You understand? Yeah.
Not doing that.
Read that Malay. Hold on, come on, guys. Go ahead.
It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
Now having done no good or evil, go ahead.
That the purpose of God according to the election might
Yeah,
stand.
man, come on, you didn't catch that. The purpose of Yahweh might stand. The purpose of Yahweh. Now who the fuck is you to question the Most High? Esau is the wicked. The white man is the devil. Alright? The white man, the so-called white man is the devil on earth.
That's right.
Alright? Go ahead, Doc.
It says, not of works, but of him that called.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh,
Come on.
even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Yeah, my name might be declared on all the earth. That's why the reason why Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, huh? So he could show his glory, man, so his name could be magnified, man. Right. You understand? Everybody. So everybody at that time knew who the power of Israel was, man. The power of Israel saved the Israelites, man. And guess what? When the Israelites walked to different places, they feared the Israelites.
Yeah, the Israelites. When Joshua used to go through up here.
You understand?
What?
You think these East Indians fear us right now? You think these nasty Assyrian fear us?
Yeah, nah,
These dogs don't fear us now, but they will, and it's coming.
That's right.
It's coming.
Joshua chapter 2 verse 10.
Come on.
For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you, when he came out of Egypt.
More than that?
And as soon as we had heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you.
Yep.
For Yahweh your power, he is power in heaven above and in earth beneath.
That's right. Alright. So he's the power above and underneath, man. You understand? When you read one of the accounts, I think it was two, I forgot what I think it was a Midianite or something like that, when they came to Joshua, and it was next door neighbor to Joshua. And they came with bummy clothes and shit, and hole in their water pouches and so on, and saying they played like they came from a far journey, right? You understand? But guess what? They became our slaves anyway.
That's right.
They became our slaves anyway. Because they were trying to work a bargain with Joshua, not to get smitten. You understand? And Joshua said, you know what, I give you my word. I ain't gonna smite you. But when they found out they was running game and being deceitful, guess what? You're gonna be my slaves. You're gonna be my slaves, man.
He was of wood and draws of water.
Yep.
Joshua 9 verse 23 says, verse 22.
Go ahead.
And Joshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying, wherefore have ye beguiled us, saying,
Yeah, how you beguiled? You tricked. You tricked Joshua. You understand? Playing like you have all fucked up garment and so on, man. So we want to smite you. The point is that, hey, man, it was fear. The mother countries feared the Israelites, man. And that spirit gonna come back again. Good. Go ahead.
It says, and Joshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying,
Come on.
wherefore have ye beguiled us, saying, we are very far from you, when you dwell among us.
Yep.
Now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall none of you be free from being bondmen, and hewers of wood, and drawers of water for the house of my power.
That's right. So, in other words, you are a water boy. You are a water boy, man. You understand? You are slaves. Because you was trying to run the game, man. Yup.
Job 21 verse 30.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says the wicked are reserved to the day of destruction.
They say the wicked is what?
Reserved to the day of
Yeah,
destruction.
they go Proverbs 16 verse 4. Go ahead.
And they should be brought forth to the day of wrath.
Yeah, they're going to be brought forth to the what? To the day of wrath. Yup, you're going to be executed, man. Your bidding is to do Yahweh work. That is your bidding. How we know this? Give me that one in Matthew 4, I think 8 or 10. What Yahweh Shai told Satan? Because Esau stands on the right hand of Satan. I think that's according to what? Psalms 104, 106, somewhere around there? 106, 109. All right? Yeah, go ahead. Give me that.
See?
Somewhere, Matthew 4, was it 8 or 10? Somewhere around there? Matthew 4, 8 or 10? Yeah, go ahead.
So then said Yahushua.
This is what Yahweh Shai so Satan. This is you, so-called white man.
Get the end, Satan.
Hold on. The word Satan means adversary.
That's right.
So-called white man, you are an adversary, man. You are an adversary. You are an enemy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Doc.
I, Yahweh, to ordain. Yes, and the Most High is about balance. Right, in the beginning, the Most High created good and evil, light and darkness. Alright? You can talk about unjust way. Alright? So the Most High, the Heavenly Father, is the creator of both the negative and the positive. Right? But anyhow, because of Esau, alright? I'm going to give him a Genesis 3 and 15. Real quick.
Genesis 3 and 15?
Yeah.
This is Genesis 3 and 15.
Because what you people need to understand is that, you know, the scriptures is about nations. Alright? And the main nation the scriptures mention glory and the kingdom of heaven, Israel going to inherit that. Alright, but right now we need two key players in the Lord movie, Jacob and Esau. Alright? You so-called Negroes that chose the natives versus so-called white man.
That's right.
The Edomites. Alright, that's good versus bad.
Yep.
Alright? Go ahead,
This is Genesis 3 verse 15.
I mean to cut you off because what you people, especially you church people, you Christians, what you people believe is that right now spiritual Satan ruling the earth. When prior to that it was always nations that the Heavenly Father gave power to rule over Israel. All right? Scripture talk about the fourth beast. We shall overcome all the others. Right now we in that time frame of the last beast. We in the last leg of that last beast. All right, which is that Roman Empire back over here in the West, being called America. All right? Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 109, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand.
So Satan, the spiritual entity, Satan is standing at the right hand of the so-called white man. That's who he's seeking counsel from. That's who he worship. That's his God. All right? Go ahead, Genesis 3 and
Genesis 3 and 15.
Go ahead.
He said, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman,
Go ahead.
and between thy seed and her seed.
Go ahead.
It shall bruise thy head.
It says what? It shall bruise thy head. Go ahead.
And thou shalt bruise his heel.
And yeah, it says thou shalt bruise his heel. And that scripture, that prophecy was really fulfilled when Jacob and Esau came on the scene. Alright, so we can look at Genesis 25 and that verse 21. Alright? That really came to pass when Jacob and Esau came on the scene. Alright, so we're going to go into a little bit of the history on the so-called white man and why it is he you know, how he been given or he achieved power over the earth and why it is he got to be destroyed.
Genesis 25 and
Yeah, we're going to start from this one.
Genesis 25, 21. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife, because she was barren. And Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, 22, and the children struggled together.
That was that enmity. When we look at Genesis 3 and 15, that was that enmity between her seed and that seed. Alright? There was natural born enemy from since the womb. From since the spiritual. Alright, go ahead.
And the children struggled together within her.
Yes, so there was fighting. Alright, kicking up each other basically, hitting each other, whatever the case might be. There wasn't that peace within the womb. Go ahead.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh.
Yes, so she went to what you call a seer back then. Or a prophet, a man who the Moses was dealing with. Go ahead.
And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Go ahead.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yes, so although there was twins, although they came from the same parents, both mother and father, there was 2 separate nations. And what the one nation comes from the Latin rosal, which means race, ethnicity. There's 2 different cultures coming out from that womb. That's right. One was destined to be the righteous seed, and one was destined to be found wicked. Alright? That was that light versus darkness out of that womb. Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Yeah, when you compare both nations, Negroes, Latinos, and natives compared to the so-called white man, we are physically stronger, mentally, alright, spiritually stronger than them. Alright, we certain things we can endure that they can't endure. Alright, just the other day, me and this brother was on work with his son, and we were saying, hey, we don't even know Esau going to endure that slavery that the Lord going to place upon him. We don't even know. Because we be complaining, we be, balling in that sun.
And I can back up what these brothers were saying, because Esau don't have no melanin. He don't have no pigmentation in his skin. You understand? So when that sun be beaming on him, when we put him on a plantation, guess what? He's gonna start shedding like a lizard. You understand? Because really and truly, the sun is his enemy. The sun is his enemy. Hey man, the sun is our friend, man. We get vitamin D. Our skin start glistering out this motherfucker, man. Why Esau turned red like a lobster, like this man Garvey. You understand? That's how you know he gonna get fucked up out there in the plantation. That's not even including the whips he gonna get. That's about to do it.
It's only asking on that, isn't it? Don't think about it, because when you ride a bike and you fall, when you just fall down, when you you got white man.
How's it gonna die?
Genesis 25, verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. All right? And by the way, that wasn't identical twins, that was fraternal twins. Understand? 25. And the verse came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
Yeah, no, it came out all red. All right, like that would be called the so-called white man, the so-called white man. Because you don't look like my garment. There's nobody in the face of the earth had the skin complexion looking like this. True. Understand? It's usually red. All right, as the brother was just going into earlier on. Go ahead.
And they called his name Esau.
Yeah, which means wasted away is he. Because he don't have that pigment, that melanin. So he was considered to be bleached out, in other words. All right, as the brother said, I Shasha.
Shasha one, yeah.
All right, go ahead,
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel,
Go ahead.
and his name was called Jacob.
Yes, which once again is mirroring Genesis 3 and 15. Which talks about, thou shalt bruise the head and he shall bruise the heel. Alright? Meaning that at one point in time, he was going to be over Esau. Alright, ruling over him. And then he's going to come into power, and we're going to come back and take him back out of power. Which we're in that time frame right now. Right now, our hands stretching towards his heel to pull him out of rulership.
That's right.
That's why you see the nations, the Most High setting things up over there, mainly in America, with the head tribe dwelling, Judah. Because if you notice, we always follow what Judah does. So when they rise up, it's going to be a domino effect. We're going to automatically rise up after them. So right now, you're seeing things happening over there in the US right now. They're basically stirring up Jake over there. All right, the Northern Kingdom also being stirred up with our pipelines that they're trying to run. All right, through their water system and all that. All right, that rising God and they up. So right on the Most High stirring things up to cause Israel to be in that state of rebellion and to basically rise up and overthrow the so-called white.
Precept for you.
Go ahead.
2 Ezra 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part asunder of the times? Of what shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hands held first the heel of Esau.
Yes, like it was symbolically represented now. All right? Right now, we're in that time of that prophecy being fulfilled. We're going to pull the so-called white man out of power. Go ahead,
For Esau is the end of the world.
That was a clue. That was a clue right there. When you start seeing this man coming into power, that is when the end going to begin.
Sorry.
All right?
Sorry. Well, listen to me.
Go ahead, Go ahead,
For Esau is the end of the world.
Guess what? For Esau is the end of the world.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So right now, you're seeing Jacob rising up. You
Who
see
is
brothers
trumpet?
waking up on the four corners of the earth right now by this gospel.
Forget Jacob and go.
All right, but the word of the Holy.
Revelation 22, when the Jews
Right.
return to Zion.
So the scripture said when they say Esau coming to power, that when the end begins.
All of us.
All right, that when the end begins. And we're going to go into when Esau, we're going to go into when Esau came into power and all.
That's right,
All right.
God. Genesis 25. Going back to Genesis.
Right.
Genesis 25. And the boy.
New Testament.
Genesis 25, 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau, heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 70 years old when she bare them.
Yeah, so now, remember that Genesis 27 here, verse 35. Yeah, verse 34.
Spirit and the bride say, come.
That verse 34.
Go read that.
Genesis 27 and 34.
Right.
He said, and when Esau had heard the word of his father,
Right.
he cried with a great and exciting bitter cry, and said, exceeding slack here, cried,
Right.
and said unto his father,
Right.
bless me, even me also, O my father.
Where?
And he said, my brother, come. He said, thy brother come with subtlety,
Where?
and had taken away thy blessing.
Where?
And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob?
Yeah, because Jacob come from the Hebrew Yaquah, which means supplanted. All right, so he supplanted both his father and his brother to receive that blessing. But that's all set up from since the spiritual realm. Because the Most High gave Rebecca the prophecy, said that the elder was going to serve the younger.
God.
So it was all set up to the spirit. And the Most High loved controversy. The Most High allowed Jacob to come on first and set up in that in a natural order. But that was all to cause that rift, that enmity between the two. All right? Go ahead, huh?
For he had supplanted me these 2 times.
Go ahead.
He took away my birthright.
Go ahead.
And behold, now he had taken away my blessing.
Go ahead.
And he said, Hast thou
I'm
not...
going to look up the word Rebecca. I kind of the Hebrew word for it. It means ensnare. So even her name was an omen known, a name prediction. Or because she was the one who went and ensnared the whole situation. She went and basically told Jacob what to do, to take the goat hair, whatever the case might be, put it on his skin to deceive his father. Alright, so even her name was an omen known. Go ahead, huh?
And Gabar always stress that omen, man. Your name fits your character, who you are. You understand? Even some brothers Babylonian name, it fits who you are. You understand? So that omen has some truth to it. Go ahead.
Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?
Go ahead, huh?
And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and with wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto...
It say, what? And all thy brethren have I given to him. You understand? So all the nation is under us. Right? All the nation is under Jacob. Under Israel. You know?
God the Lord said, I will set thee above all people on the face of the earth.
That's right.
Alright? Which we're going back to that time right now. We're going back to that blessing. Because at one point in time he was above all nations. During the time of King David unto King Solomon. Alright, he was above all nations. Go ahead, huh?
Let me get a scripture to back that up, right? Because it's all in the beginning. That's part of our blessing to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You understand? So this is Genesis 22, verse 16. Genesis 22, verse 16. And said, By myself have I sworn, says Yahweh, for because thou hast done these things, and hast not withheld thy son, thy only son, was thy only son. That's talking about what? Isaac, right?
That's right.
Isaac is what? Yahweh Shah, right? In the spirit, right?
Yeah, spirit, that's right.
Page blue. Bear with me for a minute. Verse 17. That in blessing I will bless thee, and multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gates of his enemies. Right? So we're going to possess the gates of our enemies. You understand? It's all right there in the very beginning. That's why Genesis is a powerful book, man. Everything's right there in the beginning, man. Hey, Genesis and Revelation, hey, man, the whole Bible is awesome. You understand? But that's the promise that Yahweh gave to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because you got to realize the Most High was going to do away with the nation of Israel. He was done and tired of us, huh? But Yahweh Shah, he came in the scene and shed his blood, and he was the mediator of us all. He shed his blood for us, man. He died for Israel, and he died for his sins also, as when he was Solomon. But that promise, he said he's not what? He's not a prophet that he should what? That he should lie. He's not a man that he should lie. It goes back all the way to the very beginning. And Israel is doing some wicked shit right now, man. Israel, man, we over the porno industry. The black women over twerking. You see how the black women acting on World Star Hip Hop, man. There's a lot of abomination going with the nation of Israel. But it goes back to that promise. Moses said he ain't gonna forget his remnant. He ain't gonna forget his remnant, man. That's deep, man. People really don't know the magnitude of these scriptures, man. You understand? And when Yahweh should do what he did, what he had to do on that cross. That cup was, man. He even actually, Yahweh should even ask you, how can you take this cup away from me, man? You understand? Why? But it goes back to that promise, man. That promise that he gave to his boy Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. What, Oxalaki?
Where they are?
Yeah. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said, verse 8. 38, sir.
Oh, go ahead.
Right. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father?
Right.
Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Right.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heaven from above.
So Isaac basically gave a somewhat similar blessing to what he gave us. Alright? And one way until they're going to come into power, we're going to rule over the whole earth. You understand? Go ahead.
And the fatness of the earth. The fatness of the earth is all what going on here right now.
Yeah, all our riches, them oil.
All exactly, and all them things. Them are control over that. The banks, as Aqua was saying earlier on, the banks and all these things, they are controlled, so they're living on the fatness.
Yep.
You understand what I'm showing you?
Finish that verse. Right,
Yeah. Right. 40. And by the sword thou shalt live,
Right.
and shall serve.
Hold on.
Yeah, so it said, by the sword thou shalt live.
Right here,
Alright? But hey, this day, martial law is going to come into effect real soon. Scripture says the devil's going to come upon you having great wrath.
That's right.
So right now, hey, when that dollar collapse, there's going to be phase 2. A short while after, there's how the Esau going to the show his true colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming out, them horns going to come back up.
That's right.
Because right now, you telling yourself he's sweet Jesus. There's no iniquity in it. The scriptures for the sword thou shalt live. But you do the research, that's how Esau conquered the whole earth. By that sword. When Christopher Columbus came over here in the West, what he did for a whole hour, he was slaughtering the natives. By that sword.
Yeah, can I elaborate on that, Omar?
Go ahead.
Because the sword, now when you was a kid, when you watched Terminator 1, like, yo, what the fuck they get these ideas from? And I just saw, before coming over here, I just saw a robot moving. The robot got guns and shit. Like that, like RoboCop, the machine that was fighting RoboCop in the latest movie. They got that right now.
Yeah,
You know, they live by their sword. They got guns. It's like that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Eraser, where they can see through walls. They got that. They got that. He's seeking missiles. What about Iron Man? I forgot the name of that Iron Man that came out with a couple years ago when they had a missile and 5 missiles came out that one missile. You understand? They got those toys, man.
It's called the Jericho missile.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they got it.
That's Zach. That wasn't the Jericho missile?
Yeah, they got Iron Man
Oh,
suits and
Jericho
all
missile.
that. You understand? This white man ain't playing. While these niggas out here twerking and shit, selling drugs or whatever the case might be, man, Esau is devising wickedness for our people, man. And I think somebody read it earlier. This brother read it. Micah 2:1, right? It said he devises a iniquity, something like that. And it's bad.
But Esau even taking away woman and all the bacon and false woman for man right now.
Yeah, over there in
Oh,
Japan.
yeah.
boy.
Yeah, over there in Japan.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, they got artificial women, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, boy.
You understand? And they had a movie on that. I forgot the name of that movie, man. When the artificial intelligence tricked the human, man.
Ex-machine.
Yep, that's right.
Ex-machine.
Yep. Go ahead, Malak.
Yeah. And Esau was so story so we didn't see it.
Yep.
Alright? Esau things in his so-called his archives that we didn't even see. Alright? Go back to that scripture there.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, that sword is his blessing. That's what he used to do his conquering and to strike that fear in the heart of men.
That's right.
That is put upon the hammer of the whole earth. Because at one point in time, when they dropped that atomic bomb over there in Japan, they were the only people that put down that technology. You understand? So that strike fear, that struck fear in the heart of the other nation.
Big time, for real.
But now the Lord leveled the playing field, where everybody had that capability right now. Now the scripture says has thou now become as weak as us. So they're no longer that superpower that it once was back in the time of 1940, 45, 46.
Because of Tommy Bomb, I think it was one with Little Man and one with right? They dropped it on Hiroshima. Understand?
Yeah.
I said that explosion was so powerful that their shadow was left on the walls, man. That's how powerful it was. In Japan, some people in Japan still affected by what the so-called white man did to Japan, man. Yup.
And then it didn't even hit the ground either. It detonated in the sky. And the debris that came down like a shower.
Gone.
And look at how much destruction it caused still and even hit. So imagine if it hit the ground. Go ahead,
Right. Verse 40. And by the sword thou shalt live, and thou shalt serve thy brother.
Right.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Yes, so like I said, during the time of King David, that's when we really had Esau in pure subjection. Alright, Esau was beneath us. During the time of David. Scripture said, hey, remember in 1 Kings 11 and 15? Scripture said, we were slaughtering our Esau. Alright, David and Joab were still all the males out of Edom. And they had to flee. Some of them fled and went into Egypt. Alright? But after that time period, that's when they broke that yoke and came up from beneath us. Alright? And they came into power to some of the Greeks. Beginning with Alexander the Great.
First Kings 11 verse 15. For it came to pass when David was in Edom,
Right.
and Joab, the captain of the host, was
Right.
gone up to bury the slain,
Right?
after he had smitten every male Edom.
Yeah, he has smitten every male in Edom.
Every male in Edom can.
Alright, the scripture said we used to be throwing them over the cliff. Alright, we used to be throwing them over the cliff back then. So we had that pure hatred towards the Edomites back then. Go ahead, huh?
Can. 16. For 6 months did Joab remain there with all Israel, until he had cut off every male in Edom. At 1 Kings 11 verse 15 to
Yeah, so that's why they had during the time of the Babylonians. That's why they helped the Babylonians, which was the Cushites then. They helped them overthrow Israel. Because that was our old hatred from since going back to when they was under us during the time of David and Solomon.
Bring it out, man.
Alright? There was the one who was saying raise it. The 2 times when the temple was burned down, that was Esau's doing. During the time of the Babylonians and during the time of the Romans, that was Esau's doing.
But
Alright?
if I can intervene, Mark,
Right.
read that scripture one more time there.
Bring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first
The
Elijah.
scripture.
Asha.
Just elaborate.
Yeah. 14.